Today is the 8th week. Today is our battle of the week 8. Today is our week 8 battle in the UGA Chaos division, and we are facing Coach Silent, ranked number 2. Roll the intro. This week in the UGA in the Chaos division, the Hamburg Hydreigons face the Zapping Pincurchins and Coach Silent. Coach Silent is ranked number 2. He is an extremely good player, I would say. He only lost one set, and the set he lost was against ranked number 1, Julen. So I guess that speaks for itself, kind of. He plays for around the same amount of time that I do, I would say. I think we both started earlier this year in 2020. But I would say he's definitely the better player so far. And he has shown that he has some very good in-depth knowledge about the game and can do tremendously good preparations on his end as well. So I think I only have a chance to win if my prep is better than his, or if I do things that he does not expect. So this is what we are trying to do. Basically, for those of you that have not seen my Teambuilder yet, I strongly recommend to watch it. It's linked in the upper right corner right now. I plan to run a team that revolves around Weakness Policy, Dramper in Trick Room, and Charted Berry, Pinsir outside of Trick Room. So Pinsir and Boltond is basically my fast mode. With Nuzzles I can slow his mons. Pinsir could potentially outspeed Crocodile if it's not Jolly, but let's see how that goes. I expect him to bring Blastoise, Togepi, Crocodile, Cobalion, Vanilluxe, and Leafeon. And this is the pool of this is the pool of Pokemon that he could pick from in total. I think you can see it right below me now, but I think he's going to bring the 6 I just mentioned. I wouldn't mind if he doesn't bring Cobalion, to be honest. Cobalion gives me a lot of trouble, and if I don't see that, I'm happy. I would be a bit afraid of other shenanigans that he could have then, but I don't know. Let's see. I think everything else is better than Cobalion. And if he doesn't bring Togepi, I would be quite happy as well, because Togepi is quite heavy and tough to chunk down, to be honest. Also, if you haven't done so yet, definitely check out Silent's YouTube channel as well. It's linked in the upper right corner as well right now. And you can find the link to his channel in the description down below, as well as the link to his point of view of the battle. Go check him out. He's a very good battler. As I said before, he's a tremendously good player. He's got some awesome content. He also covers the UGA, and you will see some awesome wins so far on his channel. Yeah, I think this is enough talking for today. Before the match, I took a deep breath before this and reiterated my strategy and thought about everything, went through my calcs again, and I hope we can do it. I hope we can pull it off. Let's see. This is going to be quite the important match, because if we win, we are a step closer to the playoffs, and we might need this one actually. We can still hit playoffs even with losing this, but then we have to win the following 2 matches, and one of them is against Fusion Fishes, and the other one is against Bully Blue Snorlax, who is currently ranked 3rd. So this is going to be tough as well. So I'd better win this. Okay, we found Silent. We got our team ready. I'm nervous. I think this is the match that I'm the most nervous about so far, because there's so much at stake, basically. Even though I take the UGA mainly as a learning experience, I kinda do want to win this, because I still have the chance of hitting playoffs, and it would be good to. So let's see if we can do it. Oh my goodness. Let's see what he brings. I'm so nervous. Okay, no Togepi, no Cobalion. That's kinda good. He did bring the core the electric terrain core though. So I have to be careful about that. I think we both see some surprises right now, I gotta be honest. I think I will stick with my lead, however. I think I will stick with the whole team comp. And Gastrodon now looks a bit better than before, in my opinion. But to be honest, I am not sure if I want to bring Gastrodon or Pinsir. I think I'll bring Pinsir. Just so I have an option outside of Trick Room. Okay, Raichu Crook. Let's see, I have to frisk the items. Crook is Intimidate. That's kind of what I expected, to be honest. But it takes so long for the items. Life Orb Raichu. Rindoberry Crook, okay. Okay, I gotta be honest, I have no clue what Raichu could be doing here. It probably gets... it does probably get... Fake Out. I think I want to set up Trick Room regardless. And since Crocodile could be carrying Taunt, I probably have to fake it out. Which isn't too good, because he can fake me out faster. Yeah, shit, he goes for that. Yeah, that was kinda obvious. Should have gone for Nightshade. Okay, this kinda sucks. But we can pivot this. Maybe I should have gotten Pinsir in. Let me think. Yeah, I feel like this is my play. And then I would want to coach the Pinsir. Okay, he brings in Pincurchin now, it seems. That means Raichu is gonna max. And this is Electric Surge. Okay. Rising Voltage, I see. Yep, I kind of screwed that one over. The good part is I can probably set Trick Room now. Sugar Berry. Pretty good information thanks to all the frisking, so I assume we hit into the Raichu, although that would be the obvious play. What could he have in the bag? The worst for him to have in the back would be... or the best would be Vanillux as a switch in, I guess, or Blastoise, maybe. So, yeah. I kind of want to go into the Pincurchin here, because otherwise it's pretty obvious what I do. And I'm afraid he might protect here or something. And I don't think his Alolan Raichu could KO my Pinsir. At least I don't see how it would do that. Okay, Raichu's slower. Or is he maxing Pincurchin? That would be incredible from him. Oh my god, is he going for max guard on Pincurchin now? No, he doesn't. Okay, that rising voltage did a lot. Holy crap. He might actually get Dusclops with that, because I'm pretty... Max Darkness, yeah, he gets it easily. Oh, Jesus. I feel like I'm in a very bad spot. Kinda like in the worst spot to be, I would say. Oh my goodness. What would we do here? He's at -1. He still has electric terrain up and I can't do something against it. I wanna get the Raichu out. I really want to. And then I protect Drampa. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't protect, which is good. He nuzzles me instead. Smart play. Oh god, this guy is so good. Let's start this. Okay, lightning goes into Pinsir. That's gonna be a good chunk. I wasted the turn on Trampa. Oh goodness. It's probably Vanillux in the back. Yeah. I would have guessed so. And we will get information on whether it's scarfed or not now. Hang on a second. I think Max Knuckle was enough. No, it's not. In that case, I do have to Rockfall. I guess I Focus Blast the Pincurchin. Trying to hit it. A Blizzard, that's gonna... Holy shit, that's way more... Oh, and he gets the freeze. Not that it matters, but... Crap. It's so much damage on Pinsir, holy crap. I think it's choice specs. Yeah, it has to be choice specs. Honestly, the freeze was unfortunate. At least for my KOs. Yeah, that was a very rough set. Very rough first match. I should have switched out into Pinsir immediately. Oh my goodness. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. Felt like he has the taunt, but I didn't think about it. I just didn't think, I didn't think about the option of switching in Pinsir. That was really bad. Okay, Vanillux's choice specs, so I have to get rid of it quickly. Maybe I bring Pinsir. Pinsir Bolton, does that help me? If your Pinsir Hitmontop is better, and then I bring Dusclops in the back. No, I want to have Boltons, I want to have Hitmontop, and I want to have Gastrodon on this game. If I can get rid of the Vanillux, then I'm good. Oh, I was not prepared for that at all. Raichu Crocodile, pretty much the same lead. Pinsir Boltons. Okay, Intimidate coming through. Of course. I kind of want to go fully offensive here and max Flutterby the Raichu. Oh no, I will time out. Fuck my life. Why is that always happening to me? I just don't start learning about, like, from the same mistakes. Nuzzle is going to be picked now and it's the most useless move. I'm so angry at myself. I have all the right tools to beat his team. Like, every single one of them. I just don't use them. This is so disappointing. It's Dynamax Crocodile this time. Raichu faking me out, breaking my focus sash. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm faster than Groove, so it's Adamant. At least, you know, some of my plans go off as I intended them to go off. Next Quake, bye. Boltund, I really loved you for the short time that you've been around with me. You could have been so helpful if I would not be so bad. I'm sorry for you. I'm legitimately sorry for you. Okay, Vanilluxe, that's good. I have to make a good call here. It's going to be either Crocodile Max Guard or Vanilluxe Protect. I want to change the weather. I kind of want to put my eggs in that basket. If he protects, that's gonna be... No. Yeah, I made the right call. I mean, he doesn't max guard, so I guess that doesn't matter too much, but this is at least the right call. I think the Crocodile cannot do as much. But let's see, maybe I'm also horribly wrong and will be proven wrong once again. Next Quake. Okay, Hitmontop lives that. And there we go with Electric Terrain. What do I have in the back? I think it's Gastrodon. Well, well. Okay, the Crocodile isn't as much of a threat anymore, I would say. So I want to try and get rid of Pincurchin, and I want to bring in Gastrodon right now. Yeah, that's good. I kinda expected the Sucker Punch here. Boosting my attack is actually huge. Oh, Max Flare, holy crap. That's good to confirm, holy shit. Yo, I would have thought that goes into Pinsir for sure. I did not think about Max Flare for a second there, to be honest. Hang on. Yeah, I would say I'm in a good spot right now. More or less. I may not time out here. He might have Fire Fang. He probably doesn't have Protect on Crook, so this is more or less safe to do. And just in case I don't get through with it, I go with doubling into Crook. Pincurchin protects, which also means I confirm another move on it. Okay, my assumption that he had Sucker Punch was correct, based on the max darkness. Oh man, this is so nerve-wracking. Okay, looks like I take one game off him. One at least. I don't want to give him any more information on my moves, so I do the very same thing. Okay, that was not too bad. That was not too bad. It actually went quite okay for the bad start I had. Going into game 3 here, what do we do? How would he adjust? How would he adjust? I think Pinsir Bolton is pretty strong as a lead. There's not much he can do. And if I don't fail as hard as I did before, I can go max FLUTTERBYE Helping Hand into Krug, for example, or into Alolan Raichu, for that matter. And then I might want to bring Trick Room in the back. Oh goodness. But I also think that Hitmontop is a key part because of how I got to deal with Vanilluxe due to it, actually. Let's bring exactly the same thing. I feel like he adjusts by bringing in Vanilluxe and Leafeon, or maybe something like not bringing the electric core this time. That might be a good adjustment from his side. A Krug Blastoise. What do I think he does here? It's probably... Okay, cannot be... It might be Choice Scarf Blastoise. Might be Choice Scarf Blastoise. It can't be... Life Orb. It could be Assault Vest. I want to get rid of Krug, and I want to nuzzle Blastoise. Yep, that's what I do. I feel like this is obvious, but if I nuzzle him and get a para, then I'm in a tremendously good spot. Okay, he withdraws Crocodile, which is okay to me. That's Vanilluxe. I should have read that. 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 Why do I not? Okay, this is not good. In case he Dynamaxes, I'm faster than Blastoise. That's good to know. Which means he's probably not Scarf. Okay. I might get lucky with the next FLUTTERBYE. Okay, he doesn't Dynamax Blastoise. That's good. Seems to not be Scarfed. My Bolton is faster. And come on, RNG. I have a very bad roll, actually. A very bad one. Alright, but lowering the special defense here is quite good. And we get the para! Oh my goodness! Like, I feel actually sorry for that, to be honest. But that was huge for me. Oh goodness, that sucks. That sucks for him, though. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? I honestly think FLUTTERBYE Nuzzle into Vanillux should be okay. Okay, he ally switches. Ally switch, good to confirm. Not that it matters too much though. Get a super effective hit off. I weaken Blastoise further with special attack. Oh man, the para in the first turn was huge. I'm sorry for him. Okay, I don't have to worry about Blastoise as much anymore. I rather have to worry about Crocodile and whatever he has in the back. Goodness. He can go for max guard here, which is pretty bad. I have no idea about the item. I got Hitmontop, so that's fine. I think I knuckle the Blastoise and I charm the Crook. In case he max guards, I don't lose anything. In case he doesn't, I tremendously weaken him. Okay, he maxes, of course, which makes sense. A lot of sense, actually. Charm is good, there's no protects, no max guard, no protect on Blastoise. I move before the Blastoise, so I get to knock it out, I would assume. Oh, I don't, okay. Well, that might be pretty good for him. He flares my Pinsir. Not as much damage. Changes the weather, so I have one more turn to KO it. Oh, the para is so big for me. The para Hexman. Okay, I think I have to Helping Hand Accessor the Crook. He withdraws Blastoise. That's right here in the end. That's good. There's no Leafeon. There's no Leafeon. That's insanely good. Oh my goodness, no max guard. I might have this. This is heavily based on the two paras, and I'm very sorry for that because I feel extremely bad. But I think I might have this. I'm so shaky right now. Holy crap. This... Okay, I don't want to choke this. I seriously don't want to choke this. Oh, can you Eerie Impulse Raichu? I think I tried that. Okay. Oh, he has double fake out now, probably. Yeah, good. We kind of denied the rising voltage here. I think I bring in Gastrodon now. And go and get rid of... actually, that Blastoise is no threat anymore. So I'd rather get rid of Raichu or weaken Raichu. Okay, it's a choice Scarfed then? I mean, that would be the only thing that makes sense. Because Vanilluxe is choice specs. I think we go for Helping Hand Gastrodon shenanigans here, just to output more damage. Nuzzle doesn't really do something here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I might have... I can't believe I made the comeback, although it's... Oh, Grass Knot. Luckily. I did the calc on that actually before, and I was more than afraid that this might be a very strong option for him to KO my Gastrodon with the electric core that otherwise couldn't deal with Gastrodon. So yeah, I'm happy it's not. Just for the sake of the experiment here, I know that's a bit rough, mean, not rough, sorry. Oh my god, he gets all the paras. That's... Although these don't matter anymore, it's super annoying. Like, this is not what you want to see. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the paras, man, honestly. However, I was about to say with my... Oh, doesn't Scald actually deal more damage? I should have done that earlier. Anyways, I was about to say, with the Nuzzle, I wanted to try if you can paralyze electric types with moves like Nuzzle. Because I know you can with abilities like Static or whatever. But I wanted to know if moves like Nuzzle can do the same, so I wanted to try that now. Oh my god! All the prep kind of paid off. I heavily choked in the first game when I didn't bring in Pinsir over Dusclops. That was a key mistake. I'm not sure actually if I would have won that if I had. And the second game was insanely close as well. I was very lucky with Vanilluxe and so on there. And then the third one with... No, the third... In the third one I was lucky with Vanilluxe switch in. And then getting all the paras, that was a key part in winning this. And as I said, I'm very sorry for winning this by paras partially. I think the third game would have been more interesting without the para hex. However, let's not talk too much about it right now, because I'm still shaking and actually can't believe I won this. So I need a bit of distance and then I'll see you back, which means we've got a post-game thought thingy in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. First of all, thank you for the Mesh Silent. It was a fun set and you have my utmost respect. You played extremely well and you did some interesting stuff with your electric terrain core and so on that I did not expect to come at all, which definitely speaks for the prep that you made, and you brought me in a spot where I had to kind of rethink my whole strategy and my game plan, because I was very convinced you would bring something completely different, and this kind of threw me off. Also, do me a favor and subscribe to his channel. He has some amazing battle content from the UGA as well, and there are some very strong battles from the past weeks on his channel so far. Now let's talk about the matches that we've just seen a little bit. In the first game, in turn 1, I don't know, I think in hindsight it was somewhat obvious that he goes for fake out taunt, and I also spoke about it during the match. I mean, he could have done something different, for sure. I still feel like it was the right play, because switching in Pinsir could have given me an edge over him in this match, but it would have also been a very risky play. For example, if he goes with a strong attack and then my Pinsir is immediately at like 20, 30, 40% of HP, I'm also not in a good spot. So this was, although it was not the best play, I think it was an okay play at the very least, and it was not my worst mistake, so to speak, in that match. In the end, I think I lost it because my targeting was off. Alolan Raichu should have gone down way earlier, and hitting into Pincurchin just didn't really make any sense there. I did some calcs on Pinsir versus Pincurchin before the match, and I knew that I have no good way of knocking it out directly, so I don't know why I tagged into it. I should have gone for Alolan Raichu, and that would have saved me the Nuzzle later, which means I would have been faster than Vanilluxe and could have KO'd that, all that stuff. Like, it could have KO'd Vanilluxe before it actually hits me with a Blizzard and Drampa with a Blizzard. All this would have been tremendously better for me in the end, and that probably would have been my way to win game 1, I guess, even after the bad turn 1. However, I did gain some very good information on his team and the items he was running. I did make a completely wrong assumption on the choice specs on Vanilluxe. He actually said it was light clay, so that was not correct. However, the rest of the items, and I think I frisked 3 of them. Yeah, I frisked Crocodile, Windowberry, Alolan Raichu, Life Orb, and Sugarberry on Pincurchin, so I knew quite a lot going into the second game, and I was pretty confident that I could go with my second game plan as I laid it out in my Teambuilder. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out, it's in the upper right corner, linked right now. I think it also was a good decision to stick with my secondary game plan, because he didn't bring Cobalion and Togepi, there also was no Salazzle, so I had way less to worry about going with that mode. He basically had no good possibility to stop Pinsir, and he also said that after the match, so Pinsir was just a very strong pick on my end this week. Of course, my turn 1 timeout was super bad. I did intend to go for Helping Hand Flutterby into Crocodile. I iterated over a lot of options, and then this popped into my mind way too late, unfortunately. So I had to do something quickly, and then I lost sight on what to do and so on, and timed out, and then of course Bolton did a random move. I think it was about to go for Nuzzle, because that was the first move I had learned. I don't know, it didn't matter, it got faked out. Helping Hand would have been the right play, of course. The fake out onto Bolton was more or less obvious here, and it was a super bad play, but I managed to recover from that because he did not have any good Pinsir answers. He did have Max Flare from Firefang on Crocodile, but I knew that even that I would live. It would be some good damage, especially if I don't triple Crocodile before with like Will-O-Wisp or Charm or whatever, but I also knew I would live that. So I was pretty confident that I could just take care of all the other threats, like Vanilluxe, Alolan Raichu, because I knew that these are way more dangerous for my Gastrodon, which I had in the back. And if it comes down to an endgame of Crocodile versus Gastrodon, then I'm pretty confident that I can win this with Gastrodon, especially because my Gastrodon was very physically defensive. Crocodile didn't pose a real threat to me, even though it was Dynamaxed. I knew I'd live both Max Rockfall from my Charty Berry and Max Flare just from a Calc. So even if the latter did some good damage, then I had, as I just said, Gastrodon in the back, and what I really had to do was get rid of Vanilluxe, which could just freeze dry Oko my Gastrodon. And even after that I managed to make the right calls, properly read the Protect on Pincurchin and attacked into Crocodile instead, managed to get the Oko, and this just made Pinsir winning the game for me. And then in the third game, he made some pretty good adjustments with bringing Blastoise turn 1, which was actually quite scary for me. I pretty much had to hope that Boltund is fast enough to get off the Nuzzle onto Blastoise, because otherwise I would be hit by a very strong Water Spout. Water Spout and Fire Fang or Max Flare, for example, actually would have KO'd my Pinsir in that turn, even in Dynamax. So this was pretty scary for me. I still had to take the risk because Pinsir was just my one and only option for Dynamax in the game, and it was my game plan to Dynamax Pinsir. So I just thought, okay, I'll have to go for Nuzzle into Blastoise, because if Blastoise is paralyzed and I get Max FLUTTERBYE off onto Crocodile or whatever he might switch in, Blastoise is weaker and will deal less damage. And I was even super lucky and got a full para on Blastoise. And I think after that the game was pretty much over. There's not much he could have done to turn that around. I did get an quote-unquote unlucky roll on Vanilluxe when he switched it in. I think it only was a 6.3% to OHKO it either way, but I also had pretty much the lowest possible one. So in the end it didn't matter anyways. Ally switch he used afterwards was kind of a good save on his end, but I think it was fine either way for me. Either I knock out Vanilluxe with the Nuzzle, or I knock it out with the FLUTTERBYE and get to weaken Blastoise's special attack further, so that was completely fine with me. In the end, I only tried to figure out stuff that I wanted to know, like the Nuzzle and paralyzes on electric types, like para due to moves. I'm pretty convinced that Static does paralyze electric types, and also wanted to keep my Mons alive so they don't die, and I have a better KD ratio. Bringing Gastrodon was not only to experiment there, but also to save my Pinsir. Overall, I think I'm very confident and happy with how the games played out. It was an extremely entertaining set to me, and I really didn't think I would be able to win this, but I did a very good job on preparations this week. And if you watch his video, it actually shows that probably about 80% of my win this week were due to him not expecting Pinsir. And this is exactly what I planned for, and exactly what I was talking about earlier in this video and also my team builder. I'm convinced that better prep this week was one of my best bets to win this, because he is the better player for sure. This win was also This win was extremely important for me, because playoffs are now a tad... This win was extremely important for me, because playoffs are now a bit more realistic, and we only have to win the next 2 sets to be safe. And that would be like 100% safe, because then we're actually 7-3. Or win at least 1 more to have a good chance of entering. So I'm way closer to playoffs now than I was before this match. And let me know whether you think we will hit playoffs in the comments down below this video, and also tell me your thoughts on this match overall. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel and to Silent's channel for sure. Like and share this video with your friends. Thanks for the match, Silent, and see you in the playoffs.